Premium member on our website, overtake.gg.
It's not just about the daily news, forums, guides, and downloads. It's also a vibrant community. Premium members enjoy extra benefits such as an ad-free browsing experience, special community deals, discounts, and Overtake Turbo, which provides setups, coaching, and one free esports setup per month powered by Track Titan. There is also a racing club where you can race with great, fair people without worrying about your driver or safety rating.
And if you love unboxing sim racing gear just as we do, there's a premium member giveaway every month. You can win pedal sets, handbrakes, and nice steering wheels. Another cool feature are community reviews, so you can have a chance to contribute and share your opinion on not yet released hardware or games.
Have your voice heard and help shape the future of sim racing. Join as a premium member on overtake.gg for just €1 a month. Hello, Overtakerinos and Overtakerinis. Welcome to today's live stream on this beautiful evening here from the heart of the Eifel in Germany. I'm Michel, and we are going to tackle Assetto Corsa EVO, Super Trofeo, daily racing here today. And there are a few people that signed up, and you can still sign up. So if you want to join this beautiful race, it's because I saw this today, the new schedule of Assetto Corsa EVO going into the new week, because they have their rhythm kinda always restarting on Monday, whereas Le Mans Ultimate and iRacing always start their week on Tuesdays. But yeah, that will be nice. And Lamborghini Super Trofeo is a fun car. I think one of the best cars maybe in Assetto Corsa EVO, and yeah, the track is also nice. Suzuka, something that you don't see too often and that you don't race, for example, at LMU. So a nice, fresh combination maybe. And you can still participate if you are quick now, jumping in the rig. You still have 9 minutes to sign up. So yeah, let's take a quick look maybe. That's the race that we're going to join in 9 minutes, or 8 minutes as you can see here. Yeah, and it's on, if you don't know this platform, acevo.gg. Oh, my car did something in the game. Voila. Gonna check that in a second. Oops, no, that was wrong. Just quickly getting... Oh, my car rolled into the barrier in-game. Nice one. Yeah, but here it is. Suzuka. 40-minute race, no pit stop required. Cloudy and temperature is variable, but I think it's not going to rain. At least not that I would know of. And so far, let's see how many people are registered. So we should have a race that is going on. So there's now 9 people registered. Also Chris from our team, from our community team, will join us here today. That's nice. So yeah, that's going to be awesome. I still have only 2 of the clean votes, so this is how the system works here. You can, after a race, you can get your opponents and either a crashy vote or a clean vote. That's quite nice. So how is everyone? Where is chat today? Hello, hello, hello. So it's going to be a quick one. Yeah, I would just jump in game, I'd say, and get a few training laps. So you guys can already see what car and what track we're driving here today. Yeah, here we go. So let's get back to the pit lane. Let's get the second cam on, the wheel cam. So yeah, another thing for today. I am currently testing the SimoCube 3 wheelbase, the Sport, the 25 Newton meter one. And right now I attached the Assetto Formula steering wheel to it. It's a pretty nice combination, especially for prototype and GT driving and such. So it feels really good so far. So I just had a few races over the weekend in the Ultimate and the SimoCube 3, and the profiles that I'm using, the James Bolton profiles that are embedded into the software of SimoCube, feel really good with some slight tweaks. He seems to prefer a bit stronger force feedback, so I dialed it down a little bit in-game. So I'm only running like 30% in-game FFB now. It's not a lot. Yeah, 32 even for this car, because the Super Trofeo is quite strong in the FFB. So yeah, let's see how good the online system works, how good the racing is, especially in terms of yeah, all the netcode and stuff, how close we can race others. So that's going to be interesting to see. And yeah, we will also need a little bit of fuel actually for, yeah, 40 minutes. I estimated 95 should be safe. Like 90 is basically the minimum. 95 is already pretty safe. And for the qualifying, only like 10 basically, because you can only really do maybe 12, 13. I think you can do 2 laps and 1 out lap. And the car is quite consuming on fuel, so it's almost taking 4.4 liters per lap. But yeah, we still have a bit of time. I better get the clock running here. It's not the one. Yeah, Lovely Dash is so nice that you can control it so easily here. So now I can see the time, 5 minutes until joining the session, so I can quickly practice one quality lap basically. You guys can maybe tell me already if the sound is okay, like audio level. You can hear the engine okay. Yeah, car's quite oversteery and understeery, especially with the cold tires. So the Super Trofeo is more considered as a GT2 kinda. Sound is good, yeah. Oh, thank you, Martin. Martin Robert Matzen, thank you so much for letting me know. Yeah, especially on cold tires, as you can see, the car is just scrubbing over all 4 wheels. It's quite a bull to ride here, the Super Trofeo. Yeah, because this car does not have as much aero as a GT3, so it's considered and also competing against GT2 class in SRO. I think it's also working there in the rules, so it's designed also for gentleman drivers, so it has TC and ABS. And if you, as you can see, I bumped up now the TC to 6, and that already changed a lot of the character of the car, so you will lose a lot of time that way. I think it's still better if you control the slip angle with your foot. But to just get a safe run through Suzuka here, especially with those like super long, sometimes, yeah, especially the S's, that's really where you have to get the car under control. And yeah, prevent the car from over and understeering, get it in a perfect balance kinda. Quite nice breaking into the ABS, so you can rely a lot on the ABS. It activates quite late, even with the slow setting of 3. So as we can see here in the MFD on the bottom left, yeah, we have TC 7 steps and ABS even 11. So that's designed probably for wet racing, going in the higher numbers than like TC4. You can see how that the tires are warming up a little bit. It's getting better and better. But finding the correct balance and the correct line here, I can already see that our rear tires will probably heat up, especially in a 40-minute race, and I will go higher with the TC. That's a bit too unsafe, especially when battling the other cars. Okay. 2 minutes to join. Yeah, this one also pretty interesting here. We'll find out about the braking point a bit more. But if you drive it for like 2-3 laps, it's rather doable. It's maybe still an AC Evo sometimes, especially if the race cars, especially in this car, I would expect the tire to be even grippier. At the end of the day, it's a slick tire, so therefore it's a lot of sliding, a lot of oversteer and understeer. Oh, the backfire. That was a track limit already. Good to know. So we can't really go far into the curb. So here you can use a lot of curb, like on the exit. Cut the curbs a little bit, but this quick left-hander before, it doesn't really like cutting on the right. Okay, that's a 2-4-3. Let's see if we can get a little better lap time here going into the race. So yeah, let's jump on the website again. I go back to the main menu now. And then let's see how many people have signed up. And hopefully it all works flawless here today. So 14. So we have quite a race. There's some gold drivers even. Silver, bronze drivers. everything is here. Nice one. So 14 is already a good number. So yeah, seems to still be packed a little bit here in Assetto Corsa EVO, the honor racing. Yeah, I saw also the Steam numbers that really like stabilized. So can quickly check here if that's still true for AC EVO. So since they launched the multiplayer, it seems like, yeah, it got finally a playing community, kinda. So let's go into the Steam charts. Yeah, it's basically, since you can see, like, since they launched multiplayer, it peaked at 8,000 on the day of the update, early December, and then since then they are stabilizing in the 2.5 thousand daily players, which is more than before, way more than double. So yeah, the multiplayer definitely helps to getting the game a bit more populated. So here we are. That worked quite flawlessly. Hey, Hera Foxy! I just quickly close my Discord and also track type, unless we don't need right now. Okay. So here we are. Let's practice quickly here for 1 minute. So let's just drive out of the pits. Okay, 10 cars already here on the server. Man, I'm really looking forward to this. This will be fun. Like 40 minutes straight cup driving. That's my favorite type of sim racing. No BOP, no complaints. Okay, let's see. I just don't know why the rear view mirror is so low res, but I can't do much about this right now. Ping 20 milliseconds, that's perfect. Yeah, the cold tires, wow. Hey Peter! Hey Robo! Is any one of you here in this race? There are 14 registered drivers, and I advertise a little bit for this in our Discord. So I hope someone saw this, and maybe some members of our community also in this one. Would be nice. Yeah, what I'm still reading the chat while driving this corner is not a good idea. Okay, we completely crashed the car already, but it's only practice, all good. I'm just missing the Nordschleife a little bit. There was not a lot of Nordschleife driving recently, so that's a little bummer because I expected, like, yeah, Nordschleife plus multiplayer, this will be the thing, but actually it's not. But this week's combinations look also quite good. We can take a glimpse at them when we've done the race. So there's Mercedes Evo 2s on Nürburgring. There's a GT3 Sprint, which is only the BMW M4 GT3. Yeah, some nice Lancia Deltas on Laguna Seca is also quite nice. Okay, qualifying. We have to be quick. We have to be very quick. There's not much time here. So quickly going for 12 liters of fuel, or 13, or maybe 14, it's fine. And then we quickly have to get out to get 2 laps done. Here we go. TC6 felt quite good for now. So here we go. Hello Necrodogs. Yeah, hope so too. Let's go. Yeah, single screen action today because FPS. Triple still quite tricky, or I would have to lower the graphics so much. Clicking drive, nothing happens. That's unfortunate. Yeah, there's more races. It's like this combination happens every 100 minutes. Yeah, the whole week, basically. So this is just the first day of it. It's a 40-minute race, and we're about to find out if there's any big setup changes needed, or tweaks, or how much fuel to carry. So this video, then as a VOD after we streamed it, might also be interesting for everyone who plans to participate in this combination, because I think it's quite nice, really. Like Trofeo on Suzuka, on paper, sounds really good. need some clean air to go on our first timed lap. Panasonic, Dunlop. Here we go. Car. Not bad. Okay, first lap. Yeah, we can get one more, but that's it then. Use some track here on the left. TC6 feels quite comfortable. Sometimes also kicking in, but it kind of helps me to stabilize the car. Yeah, it's all third gear here, I believe. Come on, come on! Grip, grip, grip! It's a tricky one here. Just the right amount of curb. Only on the throttle. Oh, but the lap is invalidated. No. Man, this is strict. The track limits here. Only touched a little bit of the green. I just have to hurry up a bit, like to cross the line in time. I mean, it was 2:20 when I crossed the finish line, so we should have enough time and also leave a gap to the cars in front for our second attempt. That sounds really good. Sweet 10. Glorious. "40 minutes too long." I feel you. 2 minutes too. Oh wow, that's super quick. Yeah, we should be in time. Maybe we can even use a little bit of slipstream. So these guys here in front, they also seem to be quite quick. So that was a 2:03.2. Not too slow, but not valid. That's the problem. Come on, grip, 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 grip. Yeah, this guy has an invalidated laps, and he's so fair that he's immediately leaving the track, kinda, he knows, okay, it's over for me. It's crazy how you can manipulate the car's stance with just getting off the throttle. It's crazy how the car just instantly rotates. It's really cool. You can control the car so much with your throttle. Love that driving style. So let's not exceed the track limits this time. Good exit. Okay, let's grab some slipstream. Oh, car is pushing to the outside, but we just have enough grip. Carry it inside of the track limits. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, patience is the key in this one. Because if you are too wide on the curbs, yeah, lap invalidated, and also it slows you down significantly here. The curbs I feel in AC Evo. Just slow down enough to patience, patience, and go. 2 minutes flat. Wow, Christoph Fenning. 2 minutes 2:09. That's third. Whoa. Yeah, not bad. Here we go, guys. Super Trofeo, always fun. Yeah, but the leader, Christoph Fenning, 2 minutes 8. 2 seconds quicker. Oh, that's going quite quick here. Not a long of waiting here. Yeah, so 95 is my calculation. I hope I'm right. I just hope I'm right. It's a standing start. So let's apply the setup. That was a good quality indeed. Where's my friend Christopher Elliott? Where is he? Ah, he's on 10. Okay. Okay, we have to go to drive. Only 30 seconds. Yeah, the flow of quali, race, and start is way quicker than LMU, I feel like. I mean, it's also a quite short track, this one. Okay, it's so silent. Yeah, track limits, Peter, are very strict. Yeah, I didn't really have a daily race on the Nordschleife yet. Okay, we start. So TC6 for the start. Oh, that was a jump start, no? Of Christoph. But he seems to be alright. Cold tires. It's basically standard setup, just with the fuel in hand, so let's see how the car will react over time. Didn't really have a big battle going on here with the guys behind. I feel like we had quite a good start. Yeah, and Christoph indeed has a drive-through, and he gives up. We are leading! Man, this is not the fighter spirit, Christoph. How will you give up? Just have a drive-through in a 40-minute race. But yeah, that was his jump start, probably. Let's go, guys. First place. There's really not much time to load the setup and everything. Like, you really have this 1 minute before the race. That was a bit slower than it could have been. Bumped into us. There's no look back button yet on AC EVO, right? I searched for it, but it's not existent. Because this blurry rearview mirror is not really helpful. Yeah, with this amount of fuel, the car feels quite heavy. That's a track limit. Yeah, so around this. I think everyone changed the fuel. You can easily forget, or you have to consider the race to be fixed setup, and then you don't adjust the fuel. So if people have 30 liters, you will see some pit stops during the race. Stay at the curb, be patient, and then let the car flow. Yeah, race room is really the worst. I just love LMU's system the most. I've been running a few 2.4 Le Mans races over the weekend, and that's just so nice that you can kind of prevent your penalty by, yeah, getting a little of speed off the throttle or just braking quickly. Oh, 2.209. We were similarly quick. Our lap was just not valid, so we're still on pace. But the guy behind us is pushing really hard, Dennis Smith. Rotate, yeah. This car is all about patience, like you have to get on throttle rather late. TC6 really feels for me like a sweet spot. Could probably be a bit quicker with like TC4 or 3. But on this track, in these conditions, yeah, I also have a little bit of this in-game telemetry for like ABS and stuff going into the force feedback, and that's so rough and so hard hitting in the Simulcube 3. That's so strong and smooth at the same time. I'm enjoying this time with this wheelbase a lot. Like last week I completely stripped down my sim rig. Also changed the mounting and everything here for my wheelbase. So I had the Magic Alpha Evo Pro before, and now I have a like side mount. Oh, that's another quick guy. A little bit too much. But also the audible feedback of your tires is pretty helpful in Evo. So you can hear really the tires if they exceed a certain limit of grip. Bit of grass. Another off-track warning. Don't know how many of these you are allowed to collect. Ooh. This ABS effect is crazy. Like, if you like brake fully into the ABS, it's really battling like crazy. But unfortunately, telemetry is not yet really good in AC Evo. It's really only in the force feedback. So no information for things like active pedals. I also learned this a little bit late when we had Sim Formula and we had our rig with AC Evo. I had the Moza active pedal with AC Evo. That was maybe not the smartest decision because it just didn't have any effects. But yeah, still a good pedal feel. Okay, any guys behind already have +5. I think the track limits will only allow you like, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 warnings. And I only have 2. We still have 30 minutes to go. So that'll be tricky. Just let the car flow. Guy behind us is way better in the S's than we. But I feel like we have advantages in other corners maybe over him, so still 1.5, 0.5. So inside is really a lot allowed to cut. Outside not so much, which is interesting. Shifting early here into second to maximize the grip levels. But yeah, the rear is overheating. It's way too hot on the... that's also a track limit, are you kidding me? That was my best lap, by far. I think I'm a bit too late on the brake for the final chicane. But we extended our lead a little bit. But I really have to be careful with the track limits now. One little ball, rotate. Always losing 3 or 4 tenths just in the first sector. I mean, still leading, so can't be that bad. So can use really a lot in the inside. This feels so aggressive every time. Oh. If you just slightly miss the apex, you are understeering into Nirvana, yeah? Man, that's not a track limit. Just touching the curb on the outside. That was a track limit warning. Yeah, it would technically run with triples, but I would have to lower the graphics so much to have proper FPS. It would look so shitty on stream. I mean, technically it works. And I could extract also like 100 FPS on triples, but the game would look horrible then. Like, this is now medium to high. And I run 100, as you can see in the left corner, top corner. I'm running stable 150. This is just what I prefer for especially online racing. So I always try to get like 120 minimum. And to achieve that with triples and AC Evo, that's still... yeah, not that great. Yeah, I desperately need an upgrade. Especially on the CPU side, as I'm still running an old AM4 socket. So the maximum that I can spec is basically a 5800 X3D, which is a great CPU, but AM5 has just such an advantage with the likes of 7800 X3D or even 9800 and such. So that's really what I'm missing. But yeah, AC Evo and triples still requires a bit of hardware. A bit more careful here this time. Yeah, we are just keeping this like 0.7 gap to the back. What a race. He's not letting me off the chain. Dennis Smith. That was a good angle. Yeah, I can only recommend this race. It's great fun. Suzuka is not really the ideal track for streaming. I just learned because yeah, reading the chat is almost impossible. You just have a super short window on the start-finish straight. Because you have to really focus here all the time. It's constant steering, constant battle with the car on Suzuka. But hey, we now created a bigger gap. Maybe a little driving mistake. So guys, have you watched Daytona and the WRC? Or both? I watched both. More WRC than Daytona, but... Okay, 1.8 now the gap to second. Still 11 cars in the race. It's getting a bit dawn. No? A bit darker. Yeah, you can see the rear really fighting for grip. Hot tires, like at the left, the rear is already red. Yeah, 49 inches way more FPS friendly than a triple setup, that's a need. Actually, that's the next video I'm working on currently, choosing the correct PC specs or building a PC for sim racing tips. So you can already tell that I'm a little bit in this topic right now. Yeah, I really got to cool down the tires in the back because we are still having a long race, like more than half of the race still in front of us. Can't just keep pushing as I did in the first half of the race, I feel. Otherwise it will punish us hard like later. So I'm trying to short shift a little bit here, especially like during the shifting points in corners and stuff. Creating a little bit of less stress for the rear. The front is fine, I can like... Wow! Track limit again. I can, but still we are not having any penalty. Yeah, that's like really nice for such a cup car that the TC is really... Like the car itself has a super wild and dangerous character, but the TC really helps you to not destroy it and not lose it. It's a really strong TC system here. A very supportive one. Perfect for gentleman drivers like me. 100 FPS with the i9, okay. It's interesting, like a AMD graphics card and an Intel CPU is the opposite of what everyone else does. Usually it's AMD CPU and NVIDIA graphics card, but I saw that AMD also with FSR Red or what it's called, like the new AMD's DLSS basically, and their frame generation technology has really good results. It's called AMD Red or something, right? This frame generation anti-aliasing system. But I don't know how many sim racing titles already supported. I don't think that LMU or iRacing or Assetto Corsa EVO will support the latest version of AMD's. Maybe the Assetto Corsa maybe already does it. The upscalers, yeah, but the problem is with the upscalers that nowadays developer teams rely a bit too much on them. So they are using less time for optimization, it seems. So whenever you turn down the upscalers or try to avoid them, you will learn that modern games are not as optimized as games like 5 to 10 years ago, even though they mostly don't look that much better. That's the crazy part. But yeah, it helps definitely to extract a few more FPS. Upscaling on the one hand and the frame generation on the other hand. I'm still, in racing games and sim racing, not a big fan of frame generation. I kind of think that I can still see it sometimes. I can feel it if there's frames generated in between. And yeah, I prefer to not use this feature. Because yeah, sim racing is so reliant on a good frame ratio and good input and fluid like image and stuff, so it's always preferable to have a non-generated proper frame rate. Okay, 18 minutes to go. We are doing really well. That's more than I ever expected here from this race, to be honest. I thought I can present you a nice fight for the P5 or something, but that we are leading the race since the very beginning. Really nice. Yeah, but what would be the best combination currently to run? Probably a 5090 and a 9800 X3D. But yeah, especially since I'm working on this next video to help people finding the correct PC spec, I'm super happy about your help maybe, or your impressions, like what you are running, what kind of FPS you are getting. If you could just write a few of your experiences in the chat, where you think like this would be valuable for people to know, and you're welcome. Personal best chasing, but with this kind of exit. Okay, we're leading by 3 seconds now, and P2 has a 5-second penalty. It's looking really good for us right now. Should not throw it away. Yeah, I think it's time for Lamborghini to hire me as a Super Trofeo driver. I won the top split in Assetto Corsa EVO, so what do you want more? Yeah, it was so cool at Sim Popular Europe, as we had the Lamborghini Essenza there, the SCD12, and I was even allowed to open the door and let some, like guys and kids and everyone sitting in the cockpit. And these guys were so happy, I can tell you. Sitting in the Essenza. There's only 40. Like you have to know, this car is a super limited track monster, like a track tool for rich people basically, and only 40 of them are made. And these guys were so happy, I can tell you. Sitting in the Essenza. There's only 40. Like you have to know, this car is a super limited track monster, like a track tool for rich people basically, and only 40 of them are made. 40 of them are made. and these kids were sitting in the car, and we were literally making their day with this. They even told me, like, hey, this was my absolute highlight of the weekend, sitting behind the steering wheel of the Assetto 9800 X3D and 5090. Robo, lucky you. Yeah, that's good information. Yeah, VR still. It still takes a while. I think one of the next updates, it's step 3 or step 4 of VR and triples for AC EVO. Oh yeah, Necrodogs it is. This is perfect mix of modern race car, but you are still in charge as a driver, really. Like, it's more exciting to drive than a GT3 if you ask me. You really have to work with the tires, with the balance. It's always those cup cars, also the Porsche Cup, that teach you elementary things around the driving. Okay, Marcos is closing in. He's a pretty quick driver. Apparently also a YouTuber, fellow YouTuber here behind me. Marcos YouTube driver LHO. I don't know if he's also streaming. And he's really, like, chasing us hard. They must have fought a intense battle behind me all the time. Because I feel like there are quicker drivers behind me. Also, if you look at lap times and stuff. But so far it's the consistency that keeps us in first place, but he's getting closer and closer each sector. But hey, still 30 minutes to go. We only have to keep a 5-second gap to him. So maybe we have to unfold some defense techniques. But my experience with this car on this track and fights is basically zero. Be a tough one. Very good first corner. You can immediately tell in the delta. I mean, yeah, rear tire still hot, but manageable hot. Okay, maintaining the gap. 2P2 to Marcos. Oh, that's a great lap. But the car's also getting lighter. It's now at 30 liters. You can really tell. Touchy grass. It's a perfect lap. Or my best lap at least. Still a bit of sliding here towards the end. Well, that was my personal best at least. 2:09. First time I think under, yeah, 2.3 in this race. So the car getting lighter kind of equalizes the rear tire that's getting worse. I think 25.8 is the goal, right? For tire pressure in the AC world. Now it's on our tail. Have to focus a bit here. Maximum 26, I think. Or another. I have a lot of track limits, but no penalty. That's a bit strange, but maybe the penalty is not like hard enough. I don't know really where the limit is to get this +5, because so many have +5. Everyone around us. Maybe it's only for like super hard cutting. And not these like slight warnings. 27 is the goal for slicks. Then I might be okay, right? At least it shows orange, or a tiny bit of orange, or dark green. Especially here the car is struggling a lot. Oh yeah, he's much faster here, but I don't really, I can't really push more, because when I try, the car was already going to the slide. Maybe he's running less TC, we can utilize the tire a bit more in the final like window. But there's also not really much space for him to overtake here. We are pretty strong in this one, like in the hairpin. We are building big gaps every time, so my line seems to be quite sufficient here. That's in here pretty good. Okay, we just have to keep it safe, guys. I see a nice discussion already around CPUs, GPUs. So I have to rewatch the live stream chat when I'm done. Yeah, here the car's really struggling for grip now. Okay, but at least another person the best, so we seem to do something right. In trouble. That's lapped cars by now. Oh, let's hope he must drop into us. Slight distraction. Marcus is back in our rear. We still have the 5 seconds as a gap. Wow. I'd be pretty happy if he would just let us pass. So we will fight for the victory right here. Okay, I think we got him safely. He's still there. Oh my god. Oh, we got him. Woody Geyer. Got through safely. Little heart attack. Now he has a 10-second penalty. So we can really only lose if we just completely lose the car at this point. 5 minutes to go. Slidey car right now. But as in the old ACC days, a little bit of sliding, a little of slip angle seems to be sufficient. Circle it around here, that's our strong spot. That's the rally corner. Okay, so it should be 2 more laps after this one. That means also we have enough fuel. So my calculations were right. Didn't this guy had a plus 10? No, he has a plus 5. Ah, no, maybe this was the guys that we lapped. Maybe there was someone else in the register showing up with 10 plus 10. But now it seems to be Marcus again with plus 5. Alrighty. One final focus. He's right in back. How can he go so fast here? Maybe he has a different setup. More wing. Probably. Because my car is really not capable of being so fast there. Touching the grass. No, no, no. But you seem to be able to collect multiple of those track warnings, but as long as you don't really cut, it doesn't seem to matter. So good to know. So whenever we are in the faster bits, he can't catch up. He's only fast in the S's. Also here, look how fast he can approach our back. But he also sacrificed the exit here, it seems, a little bit. There's just another guy waiting. He's also fighting for his position now. On the edge. Please just don't crash, guys. One more lap. 8 liters left. Fuel's good. Ooh, the heart rate. Look how much faster he can go. Oh my god. Oh, he's almost running into my back. But I can't go any faster here. It's a knee problem, no, but he's a good driver that he can adjust to that. Others would have killed me 10 times by now. Keep it safe. Play it safe here. No risks to take. Time's over. He also has to defend now against Ladislav. Do not lose second position because they are in a direct fight, both with +5. A more safe approach here. Tires are at their very end. But we made it, guys. Yes! It's victory! It's kind of unexpected. I was definitely not the fastest driver. But it's the win that matters! Let's go. Nice. Yeah, I could have let them pass, but you never know. Like, you let them pass and you have a little driving mistake and then you lose time, and yeah, but the 5 seconds are quickly gone. Yeah. That was nice. That was great fun, really. GG's. So yeah, definitely Marcos will receive a clean driver bling bling in SimGrid, as well as Dennis Smith. They were pretty good drivers. Yeah, Chris, how did you do? We can also watch the replay in a second. So there are still some guys driving. Let's see, here's Christian Huber. Yeah, tomorrow, guys, we will do the more ultimate LMU dailies, because tomorrow is new LMU dailies, and then I will jump into LMU and continue testing this beautiful SimCube 3. Did a perfect job here today. Very consistent FFB, and yeah, you can really feel the tires very well with this kind of smooth and strong force feedback. So really glad that I have this upgrade now over the Sim Magic. Yeah, my grid rating, I have no idea. We will see in a second. I will look at the results screen and see if what this session was worth like. But there were a few gold drivers also in here, but only 14 people registered, so it's only the one split. I don't know. Yeah, we can... So here's the race result. What would be nice to see is also the lap times, the quickest lap times of each driver. That's still missing here in the result screen of Assetto. But at least you can see the qualifying. So yeah, Christoph Fenning probably was the fastest, like by far. But he had a jump start, and then he just left after he got a drive-through. That was not the fighter spirit. Yeah, let's see. We can just quickly rewatch the start, maybe, because we didn't really see a lot of this as we were in front. So let's check. Pretty good start. Doesn't help that all the cars are green. So next step in multiplayer, I would say, is proper livery support, or at least that you can create your own car for the multiplayer as well, because it would be possible, right? You could just add a Huracan to your, or Super Trofeo to your garage and paint it and everything. Okay. Yeah, I think there's not too much to see. Not really crazy moments. It was all about defending and keeping the pace alive. So yeah, let's check now for the web page. I'll first quickly leave the session. Is there a way to find out what kind of events LMU is running tomorrow? No, right? It's only popping off when it starts, kinda. But yeah, let's see. Click the driver name in the race tab. Ah, then you can see. Okay, yeah, sorry, too late. Let's see if we have a result yet. Trofeo challenge. Results. Here it is. Here we go. We just won. I got plus 45. So what was the race ranking, kinda? I mean, there were people with gold and in the 2000s as well. Yeah, Pfennig had the 4000 rating. Ah, you can't see it, right? Yeah, sorry. But it's just this one split. And I don't know what the overall rating of the split was. Oh wow, I only saw the Daytona live stream when they had 100k. That's huge. Like, racing fans around the world, 160,000 is bigger than many of the big esports competitions that are running in the world. These days, any win in sim racing is a big deal. Yeah, it's very competitive nowadays, Morphinator, I agree. No matter where you are, no matter what split, it's always hard to win a split, because there's always, even if it's like a ELO system, a ranking system, there's always someone that has a lower number, but he has like crazy skill, he's just not as often driving and stuff, so... Yeah, Porsche won for the third time, right? It's a triple, pretty much. But yeah, WRC was also awesome to see, not only because of Oliver Solberg, but also John Armstrong. Because John Armstrong, in case you didn't know, he's one of us, yeah. He came also from gaming. He worked a long time for Codemasters and the AWRC as a driver consultant, and he was a Thrustmaster ambassador, a proper sim racer, or rally sim racer. He won the esports WRC, and therefore he fought his way back. He fought his way back into the competition in the top class through esports WRC, getting another cockpit then in WRC 3, and this is how he climbed the ladder again. So that was cool to see. So yeah, I still have my votes, so I can vote for some drivers. As I said, there I will give him a clean race, Vladislav a clean race, and Dennis Smith also a clean race. I think yeah, they were all pretty fair as far as I can see. So yeah, this is my vote. And Christopher, of course. Where's Christopher? I can't vote Christopher because he didn't participate, it seems. So sorry, Chris. But yeah. Okay, that was fun. Quick live stream here today. Like I said, I will probably be back tomorrow with Limo Ultimate. Can we already see a little bit of what's going on in LMU tomorrow? I received a clean group. What? Let me go back. Oh, my message is gone. It said that I received something, but yeah, it's gone. All right, race control. Let's see, browse events. That's not what I looked for. Daily races. That's still the old ones. I think we can't yet see the new ones. No, Sebring would have been nice. I'm kind of hoping for Sebring Spa, maybe. Spa would be nice, after all. Haven't been driving Spa for a while. But we will probably go in a hypercar tomorrow. So the WEC Experience or the One Stint Sprint might be the way to go for tomorrow. I can't end the live stream when you guys still have a conversation, right? Because the chat will be gone. But it's always advisable to also go on our Discord. You can have nice discussions there as well on Discord. Overtake Discord, it's linked here in the video description, or also on our website you will find all the social links. But yeah, that's a good place really to chat about all things sim racing, but also real racing. Yeah, the livery hub, guys. Do you already know the livery hub of LMU? So you can, if you have this like Pro Plus or Pro subscription, you can get also the liveries from this place. But we also, of course, have them on Overtake. So let's see if there's any nice new liveries here for a Le Mans Ultimate. Let's see. What do we have in terms of Assetto Corsa EVO mods, by the way? 14 mods. What have people been modding for AC EVO? Tweaking, string theory haptics for SimHub, okay. Input telemetry for SimHub overlay. So it's mostly like dashboards, but also a livery. That's maybe a wrong category, no? Ah, okay, that's... Yeah, it's not for AC EVO. Oh, we immediately found something to report, because that's not AC EVO. But yeah, mostly dashboards and little apps and stuff. That's also in the wrong category. Oh, we have to get a little bit of moderation done for the mods sometimes. Because I think skins are not even possible yet for AC EVO. Maybe on us to disable the category once it's once it's going. But here you can also find some stuff. Like for the hypercars, for example, you can also filter, I believe. You can filter for certain cars. If you go on a livery, yeah, well, that looks really nice. The Renault Elf for the Alpine. Okay, but enough of this. That was mainly around Assetto Corsa EVO today. So yeah, thank you everyone for joining me here. Yeah, race room would also be nice indeed for some more daily racing. Yeah, maybe with the group next time, like maybe René, Yannick, someone else joining us. Maybe even tomorrow. Like, let's see if they have some time to join me for some LMU dailies. But so far, thank you for watching. Don't forget to thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And of course, Overtake GG is the way to go. And if you want to support us there, become premium member. You saw the clip in the beginning of the stream. Like it told you about the benefits that we have with Overtake Premium. It's a real good deal for every sim racer. So yeah, see you tomorrow then. Enjoy your day, enjoy your evening, enjoy your night. Have a good one. Enjoy the racing. Enjoy the driving. Never just drive. See you next time. Bye.